And a huge point for the Canadians. Brock Nelson with his 6th game-deciding goal in the shootout in his career, and he gets the 5-4 win on a huge night in Montreal as we send it back to Ron.
Thank you, Okie. We're underway. Edmonton without McDavid and Draisaitl as a result of injury for the first time ever. Only twice in regular season finales without any real meaning had they both been unavailable to suit up. Vince Dunn for the Seattle Kraken up the right-hand side, and Everly clears back through center. The Oilers without McDavid to close the game the other night, and then without Stuart Skinner lost in overtime. A wrist shot off the rush taken by Janmark, fought off by Joey Decord, looking for his first ever win against Edmonton. This has been a series dominated by the Oilers head-to-head. 8 in a row, in fact, against the Kraken. Everly will send it in deep. Ekholm recovers the puck for the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins and Adam Henrique, the de facto top 2 centers for Chris Knobloch's club. Here's a turnover, and Vasily Podkolzin. Ekholm looking for a lane against Newman. It's been a revelation for the Seattle club. A one-timer by Ekholm and a save made by Decord. Grabbed by Evan Bouchard. Spun off his stick by Decord. First ever player out of the Arizona State program to advance to the NHL. Riker Evans promoted to the top 4 tonight in time for the game, and here comes Newman. And he's big, Louie, and he still leads All-American Hockey League rookies in goals, and he's been up for the last couple weeks.
26 goals down the American Hockey League. Just a real strong start for him, and gets his call up, has 2 goals in 5 games, and has been elevated for this one tonight versus Edmonton. Big kid that can shoot it.
Sent in deep. Henry coming off a game where he played more ice since any game since October. Nearly 17 and a half minutes. Impactful. Chris Knobloch called it his best game of the year.
He was around it, sniffing all game long, and especially once he was elevated up and took on a little bit larger load with McDavid being out of the lineup in the third period. He pressed.
Kulak a drive and a save made by Joey Decord. 0-5-1 lifetime against the Oilers. Here's Eli Tolvanen, who leads the Kraken this season with 21 goals. Taken by Brett Kulak. Edmonton basically at full health on the back ends. Up front, of course, different story. Draisaitl, the league leader in goals, and McDavid once again top 4 in points as the puck squirts out in front. Laid to rest by Decord, and some early nastiness with John Hayden. No surprise he's in the mix against Max Jones.
Yeah, I like that from Max Jones, getting to the front of the net, disrupting right in front of Decord, and good job to get him out of there. But here's the first chance. It's a nice cross-ice pass right there by Skinner to Janmark, who gets that shot away. Good little execution here in the blue line. A little switch between Bouchard and Ekholm, a little give and go up high. That one-timer fended off by Decord as well. So some early opportunities by Edmonton. You mentioned the defense core fully healthy. That's going to be the key for this game tonight for me, Jack, for Edmonton, is making sure they defend first, look for their opportunities. But early on, you can see they've created in the offensive zone with some nice movement around the zone.
Derek Ryan on the ice, his first NHL game since January the 11th. Talked to a couple of Oiler veterans today, and they said it's a big difference when Derek Ryan is not here. He's been down in the American Hockey League, played his first games in the NHL in 9 years. For a guy who's worked his way up and played 600-plus NHL games after turning 29.
Really incredible. The route that he took to the National Hockey League, and he said he went down there, continued to do what he does. But it was tough, he said. Going down to a long time, he hadn't been down the American Hockey League, took the right approach back in the NHL, and a valuable player tonight with the players they have on the lineup.
First down low to Jones. Wallpaper by Adam Larson, the former Oiler. Ty Karche with the gun. John Hayden, a respected expected vet on the Seattle side. Wrist shot fought off by Oilers starter Stuart Skinner, who's beaten Seattle 5 consecutive times, 7-2 lifetime against the Kraken. Darnell Nurse will send it in from the red. Shane Wright got off to a slow start this year, his first full campaign in the NHL, but he's been basically a point-per-game guy over the last 3 months. Jake Schwartz sends it in. Skinner nearly stripped. Ekholm for Janmark. Ushered but not out. Held in by Jaden Schwartz, who always seems to get on the score sheet against the Oilers. Jeff Skinner coming off a 2-goal game. A red shot short side and a save. DeCourt didn't cheat. Skinner centers, and that was swept wide by Ekholm. Rebound Schwartz, a clear to the red line, and Jordan Eberle, who of course spent the first 7 years of his NHL career here in Edmonton, dumps it in. And pelvic surgery kept him out the first couple of months. He had been on a 7 points in 4 games tear before Seattle was bageled Wednesday night by Minnesota, their 7th shutout loss of the year. Stetcher trading the puck with Kulak, absorbs the hit from Newman. Corralled by 6'7" Jamie Alexiak and whipped up the right-hand side for Capo Kakko. Alexiak jumps up. Shot fought off by Skinner. Rebound Kakko. Kraken out of playoff contention. 5 games under the 500 mark, coming in at 30-35-5. Oilers 3 points out of the division lead entering today's play. Kulak shot, and that drifts wide. Rebound Podkolzin. Threw it across. Nugent Hopkins. Podkolzin to Kulak. Here's Arvidsson trying to tuck it in front. Played back Kulak, a shot. And that pinball into the corner. Grabbed by Josh Mahura. And a reset for Seattle.
Again, some nice movement by Edmonton in the offensive zone. They've been able to find most teams. That was a good shot block right there by Capo Kakko as the forward coming out to take that opportunity away from Kulak.
Alexiak didn't get it out. Jake Walman springs in. Puck hit the linesman, went right to Walman. Break for Edmonton, but his shot swallowed up. Rebound snagged by Zach Hyman. He's got 3 goals over his last 2 games and 25 on the year. Hyman trying to dig in, but carried the other way. Tolvanen will tuck it deep into the Oilers zone. Nurse trying to protect against Burakovsky. Dug out, Hyman. Around Jared McCann, he'll send it in for the red line. Vince Dunn biding his time. Up the gut, Ty Cartier. Pass intercepted by Bouchard. Takes it back from Ryan. And up the gut, he finds his man Jones. Cuts inside. Jones started the year in Boston. Got injured and never really found a home with the Bruins. Ended up spending the bulk of the campaign down in Providence. John Hayden. Last 2 years a fixture for Dan Bylsma in Coachella Valley, Seattle's American Hockey League affiliate. Ooh, wrist shot from distance found its way through. Little dropper. Yeah, it did. Skinner handled it well. Kapanen.
Almost a change-up. A couple of nice looks from Evan Bouchard out of the defensive zone, flying forwards up the zone in the neutral zone for opportunities. The first one to Skinner. That second one, he sent it right through to Jones on the table.
Kulak just got it through to Jeff Skinner. 2 goals he scored in the overtime loss to Winnipeg, his first 2-goal game of the year. Brandon Montour jumps up, having a nice year. 16 goals for Seattle. Career high and top 4 in the league for defensemen. Connor Brown manages to get the puck to center, shot in by Janmark, settled by DeCourt. Montour nifty play out to Schwartz. Lead pass, Eberle comes up with it. Eberle to the net. Drag move, centered and poked wide. Shane Wright was sitting right on the doorstep. Trying to put it back in front himself. Intercepted by Walman.
Boy, Oiler fans have seen that move from Jordan Eberle a few times. Beautiful move and a sweet little backhand sauce pass that just eludes Wright, who's been really hot for the Kraken on the doorstep.
Wright had a point in just one of his first 18 games, but has really come on. Kakko, well defended by Nurse. Whacked it behind the net, picked up by Josh Mahura. You've got Kakko eluding Wallman, turning and spinning, and that shot poked away by Wallman. Nurse digging in against Matty Beniers. Nugent Hopkins guides it over to Colson. They've really found a home with this man, Victor Arvidsson, on the line in the last week or so. Alexiak took it away, though. Got inside Wallman, centering pass, and Newman couldn't get a shot away, and neither could Beniers, tied up with Nurse.
Good coverage in the slot, Jack. Sorry, and Newman's a big kid that likes to funnel to that slot. And you saw it right there with that opportunity as icing is the call. Chances at both ends here. And for Edmonton, this is the pass I was talking about. Instantly right on the tape of Skinner right in front of me between the benches. And he makes a pretty quick move and gets the cord to go down. Had some light of day above him. And then Jordan Eberle with a nice slick move around the sprawled Nurse. And just missing right with that one. He was a little bit disturbed in the backtrack. And that shake of the head says it all. He knows that was a dynamic, great opportunity early in this game. Those have been going in for him.
Fourth overall pick in 2022. Louis, as you'll remember, there was some thought he might go first overall. Vince Dunn across to Larson. And his drive redirected in front by Tolvin.
I thought Dan Boswell was pretty candid this morning about Wright and saying, listen, he's had a couple years to work on his game. He came in this season. There's a lot of expectation when you're a high pick, and it didn't go his way. This is his first full season that he's played in the NHL, and he's really taken off in the second half. And he said that's just for putting the work in, believing, and his confidence is blossoming a little bit. And, you know, it takes some time to dig into this league. It's a tough league.
Corey Perry has been digging in for 2 decades. Off to Henrique, and his shot deflected harmlessly wide. Rebound grabbed by Zach Hyman against Larson. Checked him off the puck. Larson will scoot it over to Vince Dunn, and it's a reset for the Kraken, who even with that loss to Minnesota, 4-2-1 in the last 7. Tolvanen's got a trailer. It's right, and he fanned on it. Heeled it wide. He has had 2 tremendous looks and failed to hit the net. Eberle in tight. Tolvanen a shot. That was blocked by Mattias Ekholm. What an opportunity for Wright, and he just flubbed it. Tried to get it inside to Eberle. Hoisted back the other way by Bouchard.
Yeah, it was a perfect pass by Tolvanen, too. It leads the team to goals. He can shoot it, too. And right there, the slam of the door. My monitor just went flying from Shane Wright smashing the door closed, because that's 2 chances for him in this game. I think he had the right idea, trying to go across the grain, far side. He just rolled off the tip of his stick.
Ryan and Max Jones going to work in the corner. Hayden able to pull it free. Oh, and a collision between Asimon and Schwartz. Asimon, Louis and I noticed in the last couple of years in Tampa. Moved to Seattle at the deadline. He'll be heard from tonight, that's for sure. Or heard.
He plays hard.
I was going to say.
He's gonna make you know that he's there, that's for sure.
Kakko, Alexiak trying to center, and that caromed off a body. DeCord way out to handle this puck with 8.5 to go in this rapidly moving first period. I was going to say that Montreal-Colorado game was 3 hours. This one might be done in about 45 minutes.
It's only been 2 whistles in the game so far.
Backhanded up.
Butter, our producer, is just losing it right now because he needs to get some stuff in.
One-timer drilled on that, and a save made by DeCord against Connor Brown. And turned over. Brown in front, and he tried to drag it over with his backhand. And DeCord nipped it with his goalie stick. That's going to be shoveled out by Alexiak. Turned over by Bouchard. Newman couldn't pull the trigger. And now Bouchard to reset. Second period, those of you watching on Hockey Night in Canada, will be 38 minutes of commercials. But Colson heading for the net, trying to center. That one off the skate. Tolvanen up the left-hand side. Ekholm will dump it in.
This is unbelievable.
It's done to Larson. Stolen away. Arvidsson breaks in. Slap shot. The save made by DeCord. We got a penalty coming against Seattle. 7:22 to go in the first period. Arvidsson looking to tee one up. Joey DeCord stares him down on Hockey Night in Canada.
Video loading, graphic.
Adam Larson guilty of a slash against Nugent Hopkins.
Yeah, just it came down a little aggressively on that stick of Nugent Hopkins after the turnover. Arvidsson picked it off. First power play to Edmonton.
Oilers on the power play without Draisaitl and McDavid, who've combined for 24 goals with a man advantage as the draw one, but it squirts outside. So this new look power play, Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, Arvidsson, Bouchard, and the Oilers, Jeff Skinner, hovering at the point as Arvidsson instead goes right side to Hyman and then Bouchard. Now looking for Skinner. Bounced over a stick. Skinner looking to corral. Bouchard failed to maintain. Nugent Hopkins and Hyman each have 6 power play goals. Seattle protects its line well, and it's Tolvanen with a spinning clear down the ice. Skinner leaves for Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins. Arvidsson to Jeff Skinner. Cross to Hyman. Bouchard shows one-timer. Doesn't take it. Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard looking for a lane. Nugent Hopkins. Curled back. Bouchard takes the shot. Line of DeCord, and the rebound slugged down the ice by Alexiak.
Nice little fake there by Bouchard, like he was going to pass it off, and the quick little wrister gets through. It took a fun bounce, carry him off the stanchion or the rim around the bottom of the ice, and instead of coming back straight out, it went to the opposite side.
Second unit for Edmonton on. Kapanen and Henry charging with Corey Perry. Nurse and Ekholm round out this quintet. It's Nurse spinning and dishing off to Ekholm. Kasperi Kapanen. Ekholm to Nurse. Puck wasn't settled. Ekholm. Shot Henry scores. Adam Henry. We told you played a solid game on Thursday. Was not rewarded here. He opens the scoring with a power play goal, 1-0.
Chris Knobloch said this morning he liked his game a lot. He said it was his best game of the season against the Winnipeg Jets, especially when he had to step up and take on more minutes. This is a guy that's done it in his career, and he's been in more of a limited role this year with Edmonton, but pushed up the lineup. You start to open up those offensive instincts. This is a terrific shot. I mean, he uses the screen. It's a little bit of a delay by Henrique, but he's always been an accurate shooter. Bar in, far side. Not a chance for DeCord on that one. Good movement around the world, and once Henrique gets this coming downstream, he's got shot in his mind right from the get-go, and he picks that corner. 1-0 Edmonton.
Henrique's first goal in 3 weeks, his 9th of the year. This is a guy who scored 24, as Louis said, an accomplished pro. Multiple seasons, 20-plus goals. But in a different kind of role this year, and he responds to the power play tally early. Ekholm and Nurse for the helpers. Here's James Schwartz swarmed under in the corner. The Oilers' second unit scores on the power play for a 1-0 lead. It's done for Seattle up the right-hand side. We've got a penalty coming. This one going against Edmonton. James Schwartz went down in a heap. And the Oilers, who've just converted a power play, now will have to kill one on the part of the Seattle Kraken. Adam Henry puts the Oilers on the board.
Mitsubishi, family owned for over 22 years.
Taking in for a face-off to Stuart Skinner's right-hand side. Seattle will power play like it's penalty kill. Mediocre this year. Less than 19%. Shane Wright leads the team by far with 7 goals. No one else has more than 4. And this puck blasted off a body and sails out of play.
Got a broken windshield? It's easy. Just book your appointment today at speedyglass.ca.
4.5 to go, first period, 1-0 Edmonton. Power play goal, Adam Henry, set up by Ekholm and Nurse. Seattle trying to answer. And here's against Henry. Nugent-Hopkins will see some additional minutes tonight with the injuries to McDavid and Draisaitl. As a flip length of the ice delivered by Jake Wallman. Talk about a guy who's filled in smoothly as a deadline acquisition, Louis. Jake Wallman
Stepped right in seamlessly. And not easy to do.
Beniers tapped it over. Newman takes a shot hard. Right hand save made by Skinner and the rebound. Pumped home, and Seattle does answer on the power play. Skinner got the initial shot with a right pad, but I believe it was Kako who was able to tuck home the rebound.
And the tough shot by Newman. Look how quick he got that one away in the slot. All 3 points that he's had in 6 games that he's played in the NHL have been on the power play. 2 power play goals, and now he'll get an assist on this one here. After the entry, nice kick up to the skate. This shot right here. This kid loves shooting the puck and then just funneled to the net. The puck not handled in the blue paint. And Kako just gets there at the right time and pops right out to him and gets a gift and taps that one home to tie this game 1-1. Good job by Beniers to drive through the middle, get a little chop on that puck secondly, and then Kako finishes it off.
That was actually the key, Louis, because not only did he get another shot away, but he also took some Oilers with him, allowing Kako to be unfettered. Shot in by Riker Evans, so it'll be Kako scoring his 12th from Newman and Beniers. Burakovsky back 5-on-5. Each team with a power play goal. I'm on 1:19 after Henry can give the Oilers their initial lead. Nurse, a steal behind his own net. An outlet delivered safely by Stetcher to Connor Brown. Dropping it back for Stetcher. Takes it to the hole and tried to go nameplate and missed.
Not a bad move, too, because it looked like the court was down early.
Tolvanen. Trailer was McCann. Did not handle the pass cleanly. Got tied up. Little pick play by Brown, but Jeff Skinner squeezed off the puck by Adam Larson. Tolvanen fired a dart through the middle, eventually grabbed by John Hayden. Forced down wide, brushed through Brett Kulak, and then kicks it back. It's done. Cartier. Larson is shot, and a save made by Stuart Skinner with 3 minutes to go in this first period. The teams have swapped power play goals. Henrique first up for Edmonton, and then Kako, the equalizer for the Kraken.
City TV Plus.
Forward thinking, brought to you by Workday, moving business forever forward.
Well, for the Seattle Kraken coming in here knowing that McDavid and Draisaitl have been Seattle killers throughout the franchise's history, don't let your guard down. They have to come out and play hard against an Edmonton team that still has weapons, is still going to come to play. And for the Oilers, we talked about it. Grab the opportunity. They know they can't replace the 2 guys out of their lineup. But by committee, they can all elevate their game. They can all take on a little bit extra. And there's some guys tonight that are going to get some looks they haven't gotten in a long time. We just saw Adam Henry bury a power play goal to make it 1-0. So grasp that opportunity that's here for the time that those guys are at.
And to Seattle's credit, club essentially playing out the string. Their answer on the power play as well as Kako knifed home a rebound. But Dan Bylsma told us this morning, Louis, it's time to set the table for next year. Here's Jones' shot off the rush, kicked out by Decor.
And he did. He said, you know what, the trade deadline kind of settled things down, and now it's to go to work.
Jones misses high glove. Rebound tracked by Ryan. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Jones will soft chip that's intercepted by Shane Wright. And then Jones just steamrolled Jordan Everett to get the puck right back. Put it in the middle for Kapanen and out to Adam Henrique. So the Oilers with new life here. Bouchard. Wallman a shot. That was redirected. Clatter off the boards. Henrique does well to hold the zone. Kapanen trying to backhand it in tight. Bouchard kept it alive. And then Jones had it stripped by Everly, who drops it off to Vince Dunn. Adam Larson on the outlet. It's John Hayden. Cartier in on the forecheck for Seattle. Looking, shooting, and a save made by Skinner. Rebound, poke just wide by Hayden. shook off a check from Wallman, tucked it inside, and Cartier saw it picked off by Nurse, ahead for Zach Hyman. Alexiak was able to fish it out for Mahura down the right-hand side. Stetcher able to cut it off and inadvertently put it into the Oiler bench.
Well, Seattle's done a nice job here once they're in zone to get traffic in front. Stuart Skinner gets out of the net to play this puck, but Cartier with a quick forecheck gets to it first, and then once he funnels up high in the zone to Kraken in front of the net, providing that little bit of a screen, and that shot through the traffic was a difficult one for Skinner to handle, but he does. Sat there for a second, Darnell Nurse with a nice job in front just to make sure he's holding his ground, clearing the way, and gets that puck out of there.
Louis, is it odd that I see John Hayden and all I can think about is that overhand right he threw when he was with Chicago?
It was a good one. Marcus Foligno.
Yes.
And it doesn't take many like that.
Here's Skinner taking it behind the net, trying to center, stepping up a Stetcher, and a shot kicked out by the court. Rebound, and the rebound does not make it through. It was blocked. Janmark trying to feather that through heavy traffic as we go inside a minute to play in this first period, tied at 1.
Matty Beniers dove in front of that too. Great block by him.
Newman kept it going for Kakko. Threw it in the middle, redirected just by Newman. Then back to Kakko. Kakko centering pass deflected away. Newman, by the way, that assist on Seattle's equalizer, his first NHL helper. Shoveled ahead. Janmark spun, but his backhander eaten up by Kakko and laid ahead for Beniers. 15 seconds down. Seattle gets one last change. Thrust around the boards. Adam Larson pounces. Out of the reach of Burakovsky. Bouchard will steer successfully through the middle. Arvidsson looking for a chance near the horn. Tossed the other way by Tolvanen. And that will do it. Through the opening 20 minutes, the teams swap a pair of power play goals. Henrique for Edmonton, Kakko for Seattle.
Solid period, I think, for both teams. Edmonton had their chances early on the forecheck in zone. Some good saves by Decor. 2 power play goals, which for both teams want to continue to see that going forward. So a pretty even first period with both teams firing 10 shots on net.
Got a quick glimpse there of Bob Woods, the Seattle assistant, his 1000th game behind an NHL bench tonight. Tied at 1 after 1. On deck, the panel with Ron, Kevin, Elliot, and the 40-year-old Paul Bissonnette. This is Hockey Night in Canada.
Nugent Hopkins was in front of the goal. 54 seconds gone in the second. The game's tied at 1.
A little bit of a quick conversation between Adam Larson and Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Adams spent several years as a solid defender with Edmonton. Just re-upped and signed an extension with the Kraken again. Very good second pairing right shot defenseman. In fact, at minimum, a second pairing right shot defenseman.
To center ice is Kakko. To Beniers, to Kakko, into the Oiler end. Turns in the right corner. Back towards the boards. Brings it up to the blue line. Sent across to Evans. He's on the left wing point. Floats it on the right to Montour. Montour will go to the right corner. And behind the Edmonton goal, off the boards to Evans. His shot, and he hammered it wide of the net. And it'll come out and go all the way down.
Corey Perry took a little bit of a stick there. He was sticking his hand.
Evans, a long pass to Kakko. To the middle to Beniers, into the Oilers zone. It's shot towards the net, or at least a pass towards the net off his stick. Goes into the right corner. Kakko has it along the boards. He's a goal scorer for the Kraken in this game. And it's going to be a hooking call against Adam Henrique.
Yeah, unfortunately, Adam had a stick parallel there, so Kraken will get their second power play of the game. Both teams one for one at the extra man.
A hooking call to Adam Henrique, and the Oiler penalty kill. It's brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
And Adam Henrique in particular is the one player, given the absences of Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, you can foresee playing significantly increased minutes in this game.
Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. To the right wing boards, Burakovsky will get to the point. Dunn will shoot it. Glove save made by Skinner. Held on. Schwartz was trying to redirect it in front of the net. Could not get his stick on it. So do that again to the left of Stuart Skinner. Oil Kings at home here at Rogers Place, 4 o'clock tomorrow against Red Deer.
You come to that game, or are you making your way?
I will not.
Oh, you're going to?
The Oil Kings will find out tonight who they're playing. Whoever wins that Prince Albert and Saskatoon game tonight.
And that's where Edmonton will open on the road.
Yep. Puck to the left side. The shot by McCann. Blocker save made by Skinner. To the left wing point it goes. Done. Left side to McCann. Cross ice to Burakovsky. It hits an Edmonton stick, and Nurse will be able to bring it out to center ice and then shoot it all the way down.
Saskatoon unloaded a real good 20-year-old Brandon Lazowski. Got traded to the Victoria Royals, who have won the BC division, by the way.
Yeah. Puck to the left side. Into the Oiler end. McCann comes across it. Right wing to Burakovsky. Now to the left to McCann. McCann then mishandled it, gave it away. Podkolzin, he tried to float a pass through the middle to Brown. Would have been a shorthanded breakaway. Puck brought right back in. The right wing corner. McCann wedged off of the puck, sent down the ice by Ekholm.
What a great play by the TS Ekholm. Got inside position on his player, elevated the puck out of the zone.
55 seconds left to go in the penalty to Henry. Tied at 1. Oilers and Kraken are almost 3 minutes into this second period. Beniers to center ice. Swing it back to Eberle. Lost it. And Kapanen. He tried to get a shorthanded breakaway this time for Janmark, but didn't quite connect. But Kapanen will clear it out. Beniers with it at his own blue line for Seattle. Threw it back. There's nobody there. So Eberle will go back and get it. Now Jordan Eberle on the right wing to Beniers. To Newman in the right wing corner. Newman off the boards to Montour. Right wing to Eberle. Eberle goes to the right wing corner. Now top of the circle to Beniers. Beniers towards the Edmonton net. A shot off the stick of Nurse. And Kako will lose it. Nurse will get it out. Penalty's about to expire. Pass up the middle. Nugent Hopkins in over the line. The shot. Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins goes high to the stick side on Decord, and the Oilers are up 2-1.
Well, an unlucky break there for Joey Decord, but Ryan Nugent Hopkins is on a bit of a heater right now. The Oilers are able to get the puck out, and Nugent Hopkins elects to take the shot, and it took off of Montour's stick. Give Nugent Hopkins credit for having the presence of mind to get it on the net, and an off-speed pitch beats Joey Decord. Edmonton's got a 2-1 lead.
Nugent Hopkins gets his 18th of the year.
Right as the Seattle power play had expired, so it will not be a shorthanded goal.
3:48, time of the goal. The Oilers have a 2-1 lead on the Kraken. It's Ryan Nugent Hopkins playing his 950th NHL game. Has given the Oilers a lead here in the second period near the top of the circle in his own end. Bringing it out will be Acimon. He'll get to center ice off the boards and in. Acimon put it off the back of the Edmonton goal. Ekholm up the left wing to Hyman. Get it out to center ice. Tolman and back into his own end. Kapanen picks up an assist. And Darnell Nurse also getting an assist on that goal. The Edmonton blue line is Hyman on the left wing. To Jeff Skinner, he'll chop it into the zone. To Cord for Mahura. And now over to Alexiak. Into the middle for Tolvanen. Tolvanen gets to near the center ice line and loops back to his own end. To Mahura. Mahura for Shane Wright. To Alexiak. Alexiak to Mahura. Alexiak landed up taking a hit from Podkolzin. Now to Wright. To Eberle into the Oiler end, weaving towards the net. A backhand, nice save by Skinner. The puck on the left wing. Eberle to the point, to Dunn, across to Larson, all the way over, and the shot and the save by Skinner off of Wright. He didn't get all of it, but still, Skinner had to come a long way, and Podkolzin will get to center and flip it in. Fly ball, gloved down by Decord, who then gave the puck away, goes into the corner, and Stetcher has it along the boards in the Seattle zone. Pass to the point off of Schwartz, and it comes out. 2-1 Oilers lead. 5.5 gone here in the second period. Janmark into the Seattle end to Jeff Skinner. Skinner into the right wing corner. Over to Connor Brown. Comes up the boards to Nurse. Towards the net. A rising shot goes around the glass. Kept in by Kulak on the right point. To the end boards. Skinner got it free. Skinner gets out to the middle. Skinner will shoot it, and that one blocked by Eberle. Brown with it in behind the net. Brown to Jeff Skinner in front of the goal, but off it to Cord before it can get to Janmark.
Real good shift here from Edmonton.
It's in the right corner. Brown behind the goal, and it was Janmark trying to walk it out front, poked off his stick, and done to McCann. He'll get it out. Side his own end, Kulak to Nurse. Off the left wing boards at center to Max Jones. Flips the puck into the Seattle zone and in behind the net went Dunn. Dunn won't get it out, though. That's kept in. It's Derek Ryan on the right wing. A shot misses. Short side goes to the point. Ekholm down the left wing boards just off of Jones. Cleared out by McCann, but they'll say that went off something. It did go out of play, but it won't be a penalty against Seattle. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes, 41 seconds gone here in the second period. 2-1 Oilers lead the Kraken. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 2-1 Oilers lead here in the second period. 6:49 gone. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins putting the Oilers ahead 3:48 into this second period.
Edmonton just had a great shift, Cam. Lots of sustained offensive zone time, created a couple looks. Jeff Skinner has been real strong on pucks.
He's flying out there.
No, he's looked good tonight. He's looked, again, since the new year, played a lot better. This is a guy that's a 6-time 30-goal scorer. He doesn't have to be a 30-goal scorer here, but if he can just support some of the higher-end offense. But without McDavid or Draisaitl, it's an opportunity for some guys to step up. He's done that. Henrique and Nugent-Hopkins with the goals. What does that tell you?
Yep. Bouchard keeping it in at the blue line in the Seattle end. Now Henrique to Hyman. Couldn't get it to the net. Comes into the slot. Goes all the way to the blue line. Bouchard shot. That's blocked. It's played up to Kakko. He's got a breakaway. He's in the backhand. Scores. Kakko got the breakaway. Went to the backhand and ties the game at 2.
Unfortunately, Evan Bouchard would like that sequence back. Puck got knocked down. Seattle player made a good play. And they were able to free him up. And Kakko's got a second on the game. I mean, this guy can score. And good presence of mind. Evan a little bit frustrated after the goal. Those sort of things happen. Go get it back. Tie game.
Second of the game, 13th of the year for Kakko. 7:01, time of the goal. And Seattle able to reply. Nugent-Hopkins just inside the Edmonton blue line. Left wing to Podkolzin. Will go across. He wanted to get it to Arvidsson. Batted by Newman. Newman off the boards and in. Nugent-Hopkins in behind the Edmonton net. Right corner to Podkolzin. Tied at 2 here in this second. Up the right wing off of Arvidsson. It'll be icing against the Oilers. Well, yeah, heads up play.
That was a good play.
And a little saucer pass to Kakko, and he made a good move. Ties the game up for the Kraken. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. Oilers had won 3 in a row before the overtime loss against Winnipeg a few nights ago. Nugent-Hopkins take the draw against Wright. Yoni Newman with the assist on that goal by Kakko. That was a good little saucer pass by him.
Yeah, showed some nice touch on it.
He's got a couple of assists in this game. His first 2 assists in the NHL as the Oilers go offside at the blue line of the Seattle Kraken. Newman up from Coachella Valley in the American Hockey League, where he had 41 points in 55 games, just his 6th NHL game.
Well, they got some guys coming, there's no question. And one of the guys they have coming is Berkeley Catton that plays for Spokane. He's having a huge year. He's got 109 points this year in 56 games. You know who they picked up from Kelowna, right? Andrew Christel.
Yes.
He has 80 points in 28 games.
In Spokane, yes.
Since going to Spokane.
Yeah.
80 points in 28 games.
Crazy. Here's Nurse through the middle. In over the Seattle line. He made a move. He got hooked. His shot goodness, save made by Decor. Got it with a glove as Nurse got spun right around.
Surprised that wasn't a penalty.
Still got a good shot away.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe not. That was good defensive play.
That was a good defensive play. On further review, I thought he got hooked. He actually just got pushed a little, and that's what spun him around by Vince Dunn. Face off to the right of Decor. Just over 8 minutes gone here in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Kraken. Oilers will be in Seattle on Thursday, but they're at home against Dallas on Wednesday. Puck's underneath Josh Mahura. Gets to the corner and up the right wing to AC Mont. Able to get it out. Kulak on the backhand. Right back in with it. Alexiak to Mahura. Is beyond him, so Janmark pushes it around to the right wing corner. As it's up against the boards, comes free to Mahura. Rims it to Asimont. Asimont to get it out to Karche. 1-on-1 as he comes into the Oiler end. Well, shooting a right pad save made by Stuart Skinner. Puck put towards the net. Another shot. Skinner got it with a left pad off of Karche. And the puck along the boards in the Edmonton zone. Asimont. Right corner to Hayden to Asimont. To the right wing point. Montour over to Evans. His shot. And that goes just off his stick and over the Edmonton net. Skinner will get it out. Up to Brown, off the boards and into the Seattle end. Evans to Montour. Up to Evans, up the left wing in his zone. Through the middle to Hayden. Hayden at center ice to Montour. Comes into the Oiler end down the right wing. Brown to the left side to Burakovsky. Give it back to Montour. It's passed to the point to Evans. Comes over the line and out. Seattle has to regroup. Right side, McCann to Evans. Just off the boards and over the stick of Ekholm. It goes deep into Edmonton territory. So it comes up near the line and Jones will get it out. Max Jones gets by Montour. Into the Seattle and to the left wing. Knocked down to the left wing corner by McCann. It's along the boards and it's Burakovsky for Seattle. To the middle of the ice to Evans. Comes into the Oiler end. Goes over to the left wing. 10:09 to go here in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Kraken. Puck in behind the Edmonton net. Matthias Ekholm up through the middle to Derek Ryan. Ryan got it to the blue line to Kapanen. He'll shoot it in. Dunn in behind his own net. We'll wait there for Seattle. Snaps a long pass up to Beniers. Comes into the Edmonton zone on the right. Drops it. Newman shot and a glove save made by Skinner. He's going to hold on to it. We're going to take a break with 9:41 to go in the second. Tied at 2. The Oilers and the Kraken from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 2. Adam Henrique, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins have scored for Edmonton. Capo Caco has both goals for the Kraken.
Will Borgen went the other way in that trade for Caco. He signed an extension with the New York Rangers. Rangers stole a game against the Canucks today. New York hasn't played very well of late.
They have not. The right wing, Hyman to center ice. He got checked. Puck goes to Caco. He'll shoot it down the left wing, wide of the Edmonton goal, peeled off the boards by Corey Perry, and he'll dump the puck into the Seattle zone. Flying after it was Hyman. He's got it in behind the net. Hyman on the left wing, back to the left wing, point to Nurse. Back to Hyman. Off his stick, goes to the right corner to Adam Henrique. Henrique to Hyman, just missed it in behind the goal. Larson can get it out, but it won't be icing.
Wow. Riker Evans did not like that hit from Zach Hyman. Former Regina Pat worked him over a bit with the stick after.
Wallman, zone, gave it on the left wing to Arvidsson. He'll come down the left side, into the Seattle end, towards the net. And he got spun around, went off his stick, goes back to Nurse. His shot tipped towards the goal, didn't get to the goal. And up the right wing, Alexiak gets it out. Right wing to Everly, he'll shoot it in, just in over the line. Getting it out was Kulak. Mahura on the right, but it goes to Kulak. Play it right back into the Seattle end. Mahura cross to Alexiak through the middle off the stick of right. Stetcher for the Oilers to Nugent-Hopkins. It's into the Seattle zone. His little dish on the right side got picked off. Alexiak's trying to get it out. We'll go across to Mahura. And center ice able to shoot it in with 8:04 to go here in the second. Tied at 2, the Oilers and the Kraken. Kulak out through the middle of the ice at his own blue line. Up the right wing to Nugent Hopkins. Into Seattle territory. Goes to the right corner with Evans. Ties up with Evans. Puck goes into the blue line. To Bouchard across to Ekholm. It gets into his skates, but Brown kept it alive. And it's rimmed on the right. Bouchard off the right wing to Jeff Skinner. Into the corner it goes. And in front to Skinner. Just went over his stick. Left wing. In front to Skinner. Scores! Connor Brown got it to Jeff Skinner. And he wires it home. And the Oilers are up 3-2.
Well, we've talked all game about how effective Jeff Skinner has been, and he's rewarded. Oilers with an extended flurry in the Seattle zone, and Connor Brown serves one up on a platter. Ekholm will draw the secondary assist. Real nice little interior pass from Brown, and Jeff Skinner goes high glove. 3-2 Edmonton.
12:31, time of the goal. The Edmonton Oilers up 3-2 on the Seattle Kraken here in the second period as Jeff Skinner gets his 14th of the year. Jeff Skinner's got 8 goals in 8 career games against the Seattle Kraken.
Ekholm and Nurse each with a couple of assists here.
Two Oilers lead. McCann to Burakovsky. The Edmonton blue line, that doesn't work. It comes out. Larson over to Dunn. Drift the puck into the Edmonton zone. And on the right wing, penalty coming up to the Oilers. They're going to be Nurse. Knocked down Tolvanen. And the Edmonton Oilers are about to be shorthanded.
Who's sure on it?
Maybe not. Tolvanen. Oh, Oilers had the puck.
Number 20. Okay.
That's why I thought it was the Oilers. Oilers had the puck when the whistle went.
Oh, he cleaved him to the ice.
Yep. Yeah.
Edmonton's 1-for-1 with the extra man in this game.
So the Oilers go on the power play. And it's brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
And look which unit Chris Knobloch sends out. The unit that scored.
Henrique wins the draw, but between the Oiler defensemen it comes out. Wallman drops it back to Henrique. On the right wing to Kapanen. Comes into the Seattle zone. Stops on the right side. Rips it around on the left to Ekholm. Now to Kapanen. To the blue line to Wallman. Brings it to the middle of the ice. Right wing to Kapanen. Cross ice pass. That's knocked down. And shoveled out of the zone by Alexiak. Tolvanen in the box. Edmonton on their second power play. As Kapanen got it into the Seattle end. To the blue line it goes to Wallman. A move on the right wing point. Rim it around to the left. Henrique to the end boards. And it comes free to Perry. His pass just off of Beniers. Beniers couldn't clear it out. Now Alexiak, he can't get it out either. Henrique keeps it going to the right wing point. Matthias Ekholm to Henrique on the right wing. To Nugent Hopkins on the blue line. A shot. And that one goes over the Seattle net. And up the right wing boards, Larson will get it out for the Kraken. Now throw it back into his own end to Beniers. 38 seconds to go in the Edmonton power play. 3-2 Oilers lead. 5:45 to go here in the second period. Puck brought in by Evans. Right behind the Edmonton net. It's Bouchard up the right wing. Arvidsson's cross ice pass broken up, and it goes into the crowd. It goes in hot. No, everybody's all right. Good to see. 20 seconds to go here on the power play. Face off to the right of Joey Decord. Nugent Hopkins into the face-off circle with John Hayden. Nugent Hopkins will win it back to the point. It goes to Bouchard. Goes to the middle of the ice now on the left to Jeff Skinner. Left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins will shoot it. Tried to go upstairs on the short side. It went off the glass, goes all the way to the blue line. And then Bouchard's pass along the line, knocked out of the air by McCann. Will come down the left wing. Bouchard's got to take him into the corner. Comes in front of the Edmonton net, and it's sent up to center ice to Skinner. Penalty is over. Skinner down the left wing. His shot. And that one off the arm, and Decord out of play.
He's feeling it, man.
He sure is. 5:05 to go here in the second. 3-2 Oilers lead the Kraken. We're going to take a break. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Of Joey Decord. Oilers being outshot 18-14 at this point. Henrique taking the draw. It'll get to Zach Hyman, left corner. He'll try to walk it out front, and that just goes wide of the net. Kulak in from the right point. It goes to the blue line. Henrique kept it in for the Oilers. Cleared out by Larson. Goes past Nurse. After it, Schwartz for Seattle. Up against the end boards. Kulak jammed it loose to the left wing. Pod Colson will get it out. Dunn has to turn back for it. He's got Hyman right on him. And
Dunn's going to get a high stick.
Yeah, Dunn got the stick up on Hyman. They're going to take a look at him.
Hyman's had a tough year, man. He's had get hit in the face, slap shot.
Sticks.
Cannonading drive from Evan Bouchard. He's got a stick.
Now we'll get the call here.
Are they evaluating this? Is it possible there might have...
Is it follow through?
Penalty for high sticking.
Okay, no, it's high sticking. All right.
Vince Dunn is... Oh, no.
It wasn't follow through. It was a high stick.
It was a legit high stick. He actually high sticked him twice.
Yep. One was the follow through. The second one was the high stick. The Oilers go on the power play. It's brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
So Chris Knobloch and Glenn Belson start the first unit this time. Second unit scored the goal in the power play first period. Second unit got the first shift, the second power play of the game. If I'm Jeff Skinner, I'm shooting the puck.
He's on fire right now. And he's taking this draw against McCann. Wins it to himself. Back to the point to Bouchard. Brings it to the middle to Nugent Hopkins, left wing. Left wing corner to Skinner. Back to Nugent Hopkins. Shot saved by Decord. Rebound comes in front of the net. Hyman's pass. Oh, they got knocked down. Tolvanen able to get it out. Can into the Oiler end. Taken to the boards. Arvidsson got it free. To Nugent Hopkins. Makes his way out the left side to Skinner. Trying to get it across to Nugent Hopkins. Batted out of the air by Tolvanen and down the ice.
Don't mind that they took it right to the net, though, off the ozone face-off win. Created some chaos.
4-minute penalty against Dunn. Oilers up to center, and it's Arvidsson in on the left wing to Jeff Skinner. Across, the shot in front. Nugent Hopkins, a redirection to Court, the save. And the puck cleared out and down the ice.
Unlucky not to have scored there, Cam.
The Court just got enough. Jeff Skinner into the Seattle zone. Just checked by Beniers. Got it out. 3:20 to go here in the second. 3-2. Oilers lead the Kraken. Oilers on the extended power play. It's done the double minor for high stick. It's broken up at the Seattle blue line. Goes to Nurse. Nurse starts up through the middle. Has to shoot it in. It's going to rim on the right. Alexia could not get to it. Taken right to the net. And a backhand put wide by Perry. It's in behind the goal. Alexiak on the right wing will get it out. Tolvanen one touches it to McCann. His shot off the glove of Skinner.
He grew that one.
Wallman up the left wing at center ice to Kapanen. To Jake Wallman. To Nurse. To Wallman into the Seattle zone. Gets to the corner. Mahura will go through the middle and get it all the way down. Minute 49 to go in the power play for the Oilers. They're up 3-2 with 2:20 to go here in the second period. Nurse to center ice. Throw it back to Nugent Hopkins. Now Nugent Hopkins on his way to center on the left wing. It goes to Jeff Skinner. He's into the Seattle zone. Oilers set it up. Back to the left wing point. Bouchard, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Side of the net for Hyman. Hyman forced into the corner by Mahura. Along the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins, a shot. Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins off the left side. A power play goal, and the Oilers are up 4-2.
You mentioned the fact that Ryan Nugent Hopkins has been feeling it of late for Edmonton. That's his second goal of the game. He's got 8 points now in his last 4 games. And Hyman reverses it back, and Nugent Hopkins walks off the wall. Hyman cuts to the front of the net on Decord. He never sees the puck. It's a power play goal. Edmonton's 2 for 4 with the extra man, and they lead it 4-2.
Second of the game, 19th of the year for Nugent Hopkins at 18-11 of this second period. The Edmonton Oilers extend their lead to a couple. It's a 4-2 Oiler advantage. Ekholm on the left side will flip the puck into the Seattle zone. Dunn off the glass and into the Oiler bench. A sneaky shot there by Ryan Nugent Hopkins and a great screen by Zach Hyman.
Yep.
Face off to the left of Decord. Montour will in behind his net rim on the right. Eberle will get it out, bounce it into the Oilers zone. Left wing, Ekholm through the middle and out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Dunn. Right side to Montour, but he's not able to clear it. Comes back to the left wing corner and right up the boards. Nugent Hopkins from Hyman and Bouchard. Puck stolen. The shot save made by Decord as was shot towards the net by Derek Ryan. Saved by Decord, who's able to hold on. 1:06 to go here in the second period. Good steal by Derek Ryan.
Yeah, good anticipation there. Kind of fell in a bit, driving the net. Got a little bit of an overreaction in front of the goal, but whatever the case.
Face off to the left of Decord as Janmark will take the draw. Puck goes to Evans. I got it to the blue line. Kept in by Stetcher. Left wing. Colson went cross ice. We're in the last minute here in the second to Connor Brown. Oilers up 4-2. Beniers is able to get a loose puck. Left wing to Larson. Up the boards. Goes off the stick of Brown. And out through the middle is Beniers. Into the Oiler end. Right side to Kakko. Kakko goes cross ice. Janmark for the Oilers. Top of the circle. He's going to get it out. He's got Kakko all over him. He's into the Seattle zone. Pod Colson is passed to the middle. It's broken up.
All I'm going to tell you in the NFL, that's pass interference, man. Like, come on.
Beniers up the left wing. We'll get to center ice. On the right to Newman. Off the boards into the corner to Beniers. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. 12 seconds to go in the period. And that goes off a stick and out of play. It'll be a face-off in the Edmonton zone.
One thing we've noticed is the Oilers tend to be shooting higher up on Joey Decord.
They have.
They've taken some swings on some guys in free agency. I don't mean to whammy Edmonton, but has it really worked for Burakovsky yet here? And what about Grubauer? I mean, wonder whether or not they get creative with Grubauer in the offseason. Because it looks like Decord's going to be their guy, but he's 0-5-1 all-time against Edmonton with an .877 save percentage. He's at .800 in this game.
Off the draw, the shot by Tolvin, and that's blocked. Goes off of Bouchard into the corner. Tolvin, an angle shot, hits the side of the Edmonton net. And they got to blow the whistle. We're going to drop the puck one more time.
4-2. Bakersfield's up over San Jose in the American Hockey League right now. Colin Chalk's team playing without a couple of veteran defensemen. Travis Sturmont still hasn't reported down there yet. And Josh Brown. Both not available to Bakersfield, both for personal reasons.
All right. Face-off will be to the right of Stuart Skinner. Adam Henrique take the draw against Jared McCann. And that's it. Here we go. Through 2 periods. Oilers have a 4-2 lead on the Seattle Kraken. And the Edmonton Oilers
take this all.
Yeah, I think they played
through 2 periods. Shots are even. They've been 2 for 4 in the power play. Nugent's got a couple. Skinner with the go-ahead goal. Some good things have happened here tonight. Henrique with the power play goal. Kakko with the pair for Seattle. Still some work to do, but a pretty good performance through the first 40 for the Edmonton Oilers.
Absolutely. So that's where we sit. We are through 2 periods of play here at Rogers Place. 4-2, the Edmonton Oilers lead the Seattle Kraken. They traded goals in the first period. Oilers outscore Seattle 3-1 here in the second. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the second intermission for you. We'll wait with it in his own end.
Well, excellent save from Dekordov of Connor Brown.
There's to Nugent Hopkins, right wing to Arvidsson. He's right at center. Forced back, though, by Newman.
Keeps it a 2-goal lead for the Oilers.
Bouchard up the right wing. Center ice. Snap the puck in. Montour behind to Evans. Can't get it past Arvidsson. To the right point to Bouchard. Now to Arvidsson. Brings it up to the blue line to Bouchard. And shot blocked by Newman. Hit him in the shin pads. Puck on the left side. Evans into the corner for the Kraken. Checked by Arvidsson. Now trying to get it back. Puck pulls it in there as well. And still got it up against the corner boards. Now Montour finds a loose puck. Can't get it out. Here's Arvidsson. Shot. Saved by Decord. The rebound there. Jamming away at it. It goes over to the left wing. Kakko will get it up the right. And now to Beniers will come out to center ice. Beniers into the Oiler end. On the left side. Around to the right wing boards. Corey Perry cross ice. Picked off by Beniers. Beniers got it to the corner. Ekholm off the boards. To Perry. Wanted to get it to Hyman, but Alexiak was right there in front of him. The puck loose in the neutral zone. Alexiak to Tolvanen. He'll shoot it in. 4-2 Edmonton leads. We're 2.5 gone here in the third period as they host the Seattle Kraken. Up the right wing now to Troy Stetcher. Stetcher on the right side. Off of Hyman. It goes into the Seattle zone. Henrique's in on the forecheck. Puck goes off the leg of Perry all the way to the left wing, and Tolvanen will just get it out, and that's it. Zach Hyman through the middle, and Alexiak has it inside his own end.
Decord with 2 very good stops here to give his team a puncher's chance. They're down by 2.
Over to Larson. Larson way up into the air, off of the stick of Karche, goes into the Oiler end, and the wrap around the side of the net, saved by Skinner. They're hammering away, it's in. Seattle has scored. They kept hammering away at it, and eventually it went in the net.
Well, Stuart Skinner and the Oilers might have to make a decision here, because he's going to stay at my left foot on the post there.
By Acimont, and then they just stayed with it. Karche was in there. Acimont was in there.
Now, were they shoving his pad in with the stick is the question. Oh, that's not going to count. They got to challenge that, I think, if you're Chris Knobloch.
They had about 6 whacks at it, too.
After the on-ice officials, communication, it is a good goal on the ice.
I think I challenge.
Yeah, they wrap around by Acimont. Yeah,
2 different guys in there shoving us. So lengthy look down on the Oilers bench
Yes.
for Chris Knobloch.
It is being considered, I'm sure.
Oilers are challenging.
I do believe.
Edmonton is challenging the call on the ice for goaltender interference.
All right.
I mean, I think you have to, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I think you do. Yeah, Stuart Skinner had his pad up against the post, held it out for about 5 whacks at it, and then the 6th one, his whole pad went in the net. I don't know which way this one's going, though. I don't know. Just had another look at it. I'm not sure. Like, I know you can't just shove the goaltender into the net. But I don't know which way this is going. But well worth a shot.
I think you have to.
I think it's well worth a shot. But I wouldn't say it's a slam dunk.
The only thing that concerns me a bit is they did consult after the call on the ice was a goal.
Yeah.
And decided that it was a goal. They made a quick decision here, which is a sign this is going to count.
After reviewing the play, it was determined that there was goaltender interference. Therefore, we have no goal on the play.
All right.
Still 4-2.
Still 4-2. This is
then
not going to count.
It was well worth the opportunity.
I was surprised. Well, I guess it was such a bang-bang play. They didn't have to worry about running the clock back.
No.
I'm glad they challenged. They made such a quick decision. I didn't think they were going to overturn the challenge, Cam.
Skinner had it, and they just kept
So let's give a stick tap there to the Oilers' Noah Siegel and Eric Lenz, the video coach and video coordinator, for helping the coaches with that.
Connor Brown will bring it into the Seattle zone. Cross ice pass. Oh, good stop by Decor. Just got a piece of it. Comes in front just over the stick of Skinner. Good opportunity there for Matthias Janmark. Up to center ice. It's Schwartz for the Kraken. He'll dump it in. 4-2 Oilers lead. We're just over 3 minutes gone here in the third period. Eberle with it in behind the Edmonton net. Eberle, his pass goes off of Wallman. Nurse can get it up the left wing to Jeff Skinner, now to center ice. To Janmark, unable to get it deep. He'll go to Wallman, and he'll get it on the left wing. Janmark in over the line, is passed to Skinner. That's broken up. Schwartz will get it out to center ice to right. He'll dump it in.
Does this team ever play loose, Seattle? Like, the Oilers are going to get more chances here in odd-man breaks.
Stetcher through the middle for the Oilers. Center ice, now he'll shoot it in. That goes off the mesh.
Thought it was offside anyway.
Yeah, either way.
Damn, if you've not heard tonight, Gavin McKenna carried a 38-game point streak into the final WHL game of the season. He got 2 goals and 5 points. He has 20 points in his final 4 regular season games.
These are Rob Brown-like numbers.
Final 4 games, 5 points, 7 points, 4 and 4, working backwards.
Crazy.
By the way, Keaton Verhoff. So McKenna's the consensus number 1 pick. In 2026, people think he can go number 1 this year.
Yeah.
The right shot defenseman, Keith Verhoff, that some WHL managers think might push McKenna into a spot.
From Fort Saskatchewan.
6'4" right D, scored his 21st goal of the season. First WHL D-man in 40 years as a 16-year-old to score 20. And we're not talking about a 5'11" or 6'.
No, we're not.
We're talking about a 6'4" right shot.
Yeah. Ryan steals it in the Kraken zone, gets it in front of the net. That shot by Jones, that goes out of play. I don't know if the cord got a piece of it. That might have just went straight out.
Unfortunately, the Bakersfield Condors had a tough back half of the second period. They're up 4-2 at one point. It's 5-4 now for San Jose Barracuda.
Face off to the right of Decord. 4-2 Edmonton. We played 4 minutes, 18 seconds of this third period. Goes into the right wing corner. Alexiak up the boards, but hot goals in there for Edmonton. Put it in behind the net. Up the right wing for Seattle. It won't get out. Puck goes to Podkolzin. Gets into the slot. Nugent Hopkins had his stick lifted on the pass. A hard hit Arvidsson took. Stays in the Seattle end, though.
Edmonton probably got away with the penalty there.
Probably did.
Oh, that could have been one, too.
Puck along the board. Podkolzin now centers it. Arvidsson in front to Nugent Hopkins. Just directed it wide. As the Oilers get a great opportunity.
Cam, these guys are cheating for offense. And they're just giving the Oilers opportunity after opportunity to add to their lead.
Kako will get it out to Newman. Into the Oiler end down the right wing. Was in behind the net to the left. It's going to stop in behind the goal. Comes off his stick. Goes right to Stetcher of the Oilers. Stetcher will get it out. Inside his own blue line is Evans. Center ice. Shot right back in by Ekholm. Montour to Evans. Up the right wing. Burakovsky will get it out. His pass is picked off at center by Bouchard. And now it comes free, and it goes to McCann. Will come into the Oiler end on the right. Back to Montour. A shot booted out by Skinner. Colvin in left wing corner. Over to the right to Burakovsky. He'll skate up top of the circle. Left wing to Montour. A shot saved by Skinner. Puck gets into the slot. McCann. On the right to Burakovsky. Shoots and scores. Burakovsky off the right wing. Wired that one in, and the Oiler lead is cut to 4-3.
Well, Andre Burakovsky played with Connor McDavid in Erie during the 13-14 season. Won a Stanley Cup in Colorado. He can shoot them. He's had an underwhelming season to this point, to say the least. That's just his 7th goal. That was an absolute rocket.
That it was. And at 5:57 of the third period, the Kraken get to within 1. As Andre Burakovsky made no mistake down the right wing.
Unfortunately for Edmonton, they had a couple second, 2 or 3 opportunities to get the puck out of their own zone. Couldn't do so.
Nurse will lift it in on the backhand. It goes right to DeCourt. Gives it to Dunn. Off the left wing boards. Pinching in Wallman for Edmonton. Cartier's able to get it out. Nurse side his own blue line. Pass up to Janmark, to Brown, back to Janmark, and just off a Kraken stick to the left wing corner. Brown to the blue line to Nurse. Across the Wallman is one-timer, booted out by DeCourt. Puck on the right wing. Connor Brown in the corner, goes in behind the Seattle net. Checked on the play. Larson able to get it out to Acimont, and at center ice he'll shoot it in. 4-3. Edmonton leads. 6:45 gone here in the third period. His own blue line, Wallman on the right. Miss Brown with it. That'll be icing against the Oilers. Burakovsky from McCann at 5:57. And Seattle right back in it.
And Edmonton's had 3 good chances. Connor Brown on a breakaway, some bang-bang plays down there low. Nugent Hopkins with one.
Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner.
It's the old version of sunglasses at night.
That's right. Puck along the left wing boards in the Edmonton zone. Cleared out by Wallman. Icing again against the Oilers.
So the Oilers don't have McDavid and Draisaitl. We know that. Teams played pretty well tonight, like a lot of aspects of the game. But what they do have is they've got a solid top 4 and really a top 5. And, Stetcher, that third pairing with Kulak, what he's going to give you. But the defense is deeper than it's been. And that's something that Edmonton can rely on here and build upon.
Wallman had to go out, put it off the glass. It goes out of play. Be another face-off in the Edmonton end. Actually, we're going to take a break. Then there'll be a face-off in the Edmonton end. We played 7 minutes, 12 seconds of the third period. 4-3 Oilers lead the Seattle Kraken. From Rogers Place, it's Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
End of the Row Flooring Centers is not only Canadian-owned.
Fanning on it was Montour. Getting it out up the left wing is Podkolzin. He'll dump it in. Goes in behind the Seattle net. Kicked over to the right side. Arvidsson on the right wing boards. Got it into the slot, but Montour to Schwartz. Left wing to Evans. Stood up by Arvidsson. Puck goes into the Seattle end, and it's Montour over to Evans. Through the middle, but off the stick of Montour. Stetcher, left wing to Podkolzin. Into Kraken territory. Got it across the middle, but taking a swipe at it was Nugent Hopkins. He missed, and Evans will get it out. Kulak on the left wing to Hyman. Pokes the puck to the left wing corner of the Seattle zone. He goes after it. Gets to the inboards. He'll center it, and Henrique, just before he could get to it, Montour broke it up and got it out. Bouchard on the right wing to Kapanen out of Henrique.
Kapanen getting a shift here. A little bit more speed out with Hyman and Henrique.
Puck rimmed up the right wing. Beniers to Kakko. Kakko comes in to the Oiler end, to the middle, to Newman. Shot, left pad, saved by Skinner. Beniers has it on the right side. Lost it to Henrique, who get to center ice and dump it in. It's in behind the Seattle net. Into the skates of Alexiak on the left wing. And now to Beniers at center ice to Kakko. Over that center ice line, he'll flip it in cross corner. Nurse to Wallman. Ooh, up the boards, won't get out. Alexiak taking it to the left wing corner with Janmark on him. Comes loose in behind the net. Newman goes over to the right. Newman will turn to the middle. His shot, and it's blocked by Janmark. Right wing corner goes to Mahura behind the net to Kakko. Centering pass. Nobody in the slot for the Kraken, and out to center ice is Skinner. On the right wing to Connor Brown. And over the line back to Skinner. Behind the net to Brown. Reverses the puck. Right corner. Janmark. Along the boards in the Seattle zone. To Brown. Poke towards the net. It goes to Decord. He's able to cover it. With 10:29 to go here in the third. 4-3 Edmonton leads.
Yeah, I don't mind the chemistry that we've seen from Jeff Skinner. Matthias Janmark, who normally plays left wing, he's at center of this line, and Connor Brown. Obviously, Janmark and Brown can really skate. Skinner's a smart player.
They've made a lot happen.
Yeah, Skinner's got great lateral movement. He's not an explosive skater in terms of, north-south speed, but he make those quick little pivots and create time and space for himself.
Face off the Seattle zone to the left of Decord. Bryant. Jones and Hyman. Puck back to the point to Stetcher. Puts it off the end board, so it'll go to the left corner to Zach Hyman. Hyman around to the right. Stetcher's going to fly in from the right point. Runs into Dunn. The puck goes into the corner. It's Dunn. Pressured by Jones. Gets it out. He'll come out and shoot it. Put it over the net. And Burakovsky will get it out up the right wing. Just inside the Edmonton blue line. And the pass back to Larson will come out.
Max Jones could have 2 goals in this game. It's been a little bit unlucky not to have finished.
Puck bounced into Edmonton territory. Stetcher. Knocked down by Tolvanen. It'll go all the way across, and Podkolzin there for Edmonton. It'll come up the left wing, makes a little move at center. Now in over the Seattle line, drops the puck. The shot just missing on the short side by Hyman. Puck back to the point. Bouchard shot save made by Decord. Larson will rim it. That's not getting out. Gets to the middle. Cleared by Dunn. Center ice is Nugent Hopkins. He'll shoot it in. 9:15 to go in the third. 4-3 Edmonton leading. Podkolzin off the right wing boards. Got a stick lifted by Schwartz. He'll get it to the blue line. Not out though, as Janmark kept it in. The cord came out of his net. Helped it around to Eberle. To center ice to right. Into the Oilers zone. Stops. He's along the right wing boards, up to the blue line, across to the left point. Evans will shoot it. That one hit Bouchard. Arvidsson will get it out to Skinner. Skinner might split the D. He'll get towards the net, just poked off his stick. It's up near the blue line of the Seattle end and cleared out by Schwartz. Center ice. Skinner knocks it into the Seattle zone. Evans goes in behind his net. Over to the right to Mahura. Up the right wing boards. Just to center. That's it. Brought right back in. Connor Brown on the left wing. He'll stop up. Give it to Henrique. And he just shot it wide. Right wing corner, Wallman. To the slot off of Corey Perry. Perry recovers it left wing. To the blue line, Nurse. His one-timer. And that one off the stick of Hayden. And it goes up and out of play. Breaks Hayden's stick in the process. We're going to take a break. 8:03 to go in the third. 4-3. Oilers lead the Kraken. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Rogers Place, Oilers up 4-3 on the Kraken. 8:03 to go in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Face-off will be in the Kraken zone to the right of Decord. Henrique wins the draw. Wallman left point, low wrist shot. Goes off a body over to the right side. Dunn in behind his net to Larson for the Kraken. To the blue line, kept in by Henrique. Throw it in behind the net. The court has to come out and do something with it. Put it into the corner. Henrique along the boards. Up to the blue line it goes. And Perry.
Good play by Perry.
Yep. Over to Hyman down the right corner. Hyman in behind the net. Some help from Henrique. Go over to the left wing. Larson off that left side against the Beniers, and he'll get to center ice. And over the line to the right wing corner, Beniers. Was it behind the Edmonton net? Pinned by Wallman. Loose puck goes to Corey Perry. He can come up the left wing, and he would have put that into the bench.
Almost hit Louis DeBrusque.
And I think Calvin Picker just saved Louis DeBrusque from getting hit by that puck.
Down in the minors, Bakersfield scored two quick ones after being down 5-4, but San Jose is tied at 6-6 is the score.
Mark Werner.
Noah Philp had the go-ahead goal for Bakersfield. Remarkably, Matt Savoy, who's been very good this year, does not have a point in that game yet. But very promising prospect.
A shot into the Seattle zone. Montour around the right wing boards does get it out. Tolvanen will get to it and then lost it at the Edmonton blue lines. Chopped down the ice. It will barely be icing against the Oilers.
There's some inconsistency there. Oilers thought that got a piece of one of the Oilers players in the neutral ice area. Nugent Hopkins appealing for a call.
Face-off will be to the right of Stuart Skinner. 6:47 to go here in the third. The Oilers up by one. And the puck to the right wing. Stetcher up in the air and out with it. And Arvidsson will come in on the right. His shot and a glove saved by Decord as Arvidsson quickly put it towards the net.
I like that Edmonton has not passed up a lot of shot opportunities in this game. And again, when you're gifted from the gods the way Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are, you defer to their on-ice vision. Maybe you play a little bit more north-south game when you don't have those guys in the lineup, and we're seeing that tonight. Hard, firm, direct hockey from Edmonton.
Face off to the left of Decord. Derek Ryan wins the draw. Goes to Kulak. His shot does not get through. It's turned up the left wing by Wright. Look for Schwartz. Picked out of the air. And Ryan into the Seattle end on the right wing. Taken to the boards by Evans. Everly can come out for Seattle into the Oilers zone on the right wing. Softly into the right wing corner for Schwartz. To Everly. Behind the net for Wright. Was over his stick. Goes over to the left wing boards. On top of the circle now to Everly. Gets to the middle of the ice. Jones will clear it out for the Oilers.
Yeah, good support there from Max Jones. Help break the play up. Look out.
Now, Derek Ryan will bring it out for Edmonton at center ice. He'll dump it in, go off for a change. Decord will set it in behind the net. Beniers dropping it back to Brandon Montour. The right wing off the stick of Newman. Ekholm will get control for Edmonton. To Bouchard up the right wing side. Gave it to Podkolzins. Josh Mahura right in front of him. Mahura will get the puck at center ice. Now to Beniers. Beniers in the neutral zone. To Alexiak. To Beniers. As he shoots it in, Skinner comes out of his net. A backhand pass to Bouchard. Will get it high in the air and out. Mahura. Now to Alexiak. Alexiak cuts to the middle, gets in over the Edmonton line, then lost it, then shot it. And a pad save made by Skinner. Had to be sharp. Got it with the right pad. And Janmark comes down the right wing into the Seattle zone. Nice move. His shot save made by Decor. Just got enough. It's in behind the Kraken goal. Oilers up by 1 here in the third. 4:42 to go. Wallman shot from the point, blocked in front of the net. Kakko will get it out. Kakko brought it back in, and it was touched by Janmark, who's saying Kakko brought it back in, but offside is the call. We're going to take a break. 4:36 to go here in the third. 4-3 Oilers lead the Kraken from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today, Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 4-3 Oilers lead. 4:36 to go in the third period as they host Seattle. Face off outside the Kraken blue line. Oilers got a couple of goals from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Adam Henrique, and Jeff Skinner also scoring for Edmonton. Kakko as a pair for Seattle, and Burakovsky has one. Puck body into the Seattle zone, and Hyman rolls it through the slot. It goes over to the left wing. Kapanen over to the right wing corner to Hyman. Now to Kapanen. Up the left wing boards. Gets to the top of the circle. Thought about shooting it. Gives it to Nurse. He will shoot it just wide. And trying a bank shot was Hyman. It's covered up by Decor. 4:11 to go here in the third period.
We just saw the core strength there of Zach Hyman. He got inside position on Adam Larson. Tried to leverage him into the boards. And Hyman just spun free on the play. Sent Adam Larson, who's 6'3" and 218 pounds, flying.
Face off to the left is Joey Decor.
Cam's waving to the multitude of fans here.
Just acknowledging the fine work being done by the music department at the game tonight. That's all. Face off to the left to Decor. Nugent-Hopkins, top of the circle. Got it to the right wing corner to Podkolzin. Now to Arvidsson, to Nugent-Hopkins. Inside the Seattle zone, top of the circle. Drops the puck off for Podkolzin. Gets into the right wing corner. Here's in front of the net. The shot and the save made by Decor off of Wallman. He got that pass from Podkolzin. Got a great chance.
That was an excellent look.
The puck gets cleared out. Shot into the Edmonton zone. Alexiak along the left wing boards. What a chance here for Jake Wallman.
Oh, man. This could be bad.
Stick come up on Alexiak.
This could be 4.
3:26 to go in the third. Edmonton up by 1.
I have a feeling this is going to be 4.
Colton comes into Edmonton, minor penalty 92. High stick.
Just 2.
Okay.
Time for a huge kill.
Huge penalty kill for the Oilers here, which is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Third power play of the game for Seattle. They're 1 for 2.
This also enables Seattle not to have to pull their goaltender probably until after the power play's elapsed, Cam, you would think.
4-3 Oilers lead. 3:26 to go in the third. 2 minutes up on the board for Podkolzin. He's in the penalty box for the high stick. Oilers win the draw. Kulak out from behind the net, and he will sail it all the way down the ice. Montour out from behind his goal.
Henrique was at 78% through the first 2 periods, 7-2 in faceoffs. He's had a strong game tonight.
Everly will bring it in right wing to Newman. Newman top of the circle on the right side. Back to the right wing point to Montour to Everly. Off the right wing, across the Beniers. It went off the heel of his stick. Now has it, left side. There goes the goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. Make it 6-on-4. As the Kraken are down by 1. Kako goes in behind the net. Now the pass back to the point, and the Oilers able to break it up, and getting it out was Janmark. He'll roll it towards the empty net, but Dunn will pick it up and bring it out. 2.5 to go in the third. Edmonton up by 1. Everly dump it in off the glass. Wallman, right wing to Nugent Hopkins. The shot! Score!
Fourth career hat trick for Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
Nugent Hopkins, the empty netter, and Edmonton is up 5-3. 5-3. And the Hats will rain down on the ice here at Rogers Place. First hat trick for Ryan Nugent Hopkins since 2019. .43 will be the time of the goal. It'll be shorthanded goal at that. Empty net shorthanded goal. And Nugent Hopkins has his 20th goal of the year. Cleaning up Hats. Hats are still hitting the ice.
Well, you need guys to step up. You don't have Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. One guy is generally regarded as the best player in the league. The other guy has probably been the best player in the league this year. And the Oilers have had lots of guys. And perhaps it's apropos that it's Ryan Nugent Hopkins, the longest serving Edmonton Oiler.
950th game. A regular season as an Edmonton Oiler. That's tonight. And he gets the hat trick.
It's the Oilers' first hat trick of the season, Cam.
Still got 51 seconds of penalty kill to do, though. And there's still 2:17. They have got the Hats cleaned up now. Well, the Oilers have a 5-3 lead on the Seattle Kraken here at Rogers Place. That's the 5th shorthanded goal of the year for the Oilers. It gives them a little bit of breathing room, and the puck goes into the Seattle zone, and Dunn will go back for it.
They might pull him again here.
I would think they would. I assume they would.
He's looking over already.
Yeah. Schwartz, left side to McCann, in front, scores! A quick redirection in front of the net. It didn't take long. That's a power play goal. And the Oiler lead is now cut to 5-4. I think Schwartz got his stick on that. But there was a redirection right in front of the net. It hit somebody.
And it'll be Schwartz 20th after Nugent Hopkins just scored his 20th.
.17:57 time of that goal. So lots of work to be done yet. So a power play goal by Schwartz.
Now if they get possession in the O-zone now, you know he's coming again.
Puck dumped into the Edmonton zone. McCord is looking to the bench. He's going to it right now, but it's lifted out. He's got to go back. And it's coming down into the Seattle zone. Montour will bank it out.
Well, Montour can skate with anybody. He was flying.
Over to Schwartz. He'll shoot it in. There goes DeCord to the bench for the extra attacker. 5-4 Oilers lead. 1:39 to go here in the third period. Puck up against the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Nugent Hopkins just holding it up there. Comes free. Rimmed by Bouchard. It's going to go down the ice. It'll be icing. Well, 1:22 to go. Wallman picking up an assist on the empty netter by Nugent Hopkins. McCann gets an assist on the goal by Schwartz. That goal was just 14 seconds after the Nugent Hopkins goal, and the puck goes to Hyman. He's able to get it out. Back into his own end. Dunn turns in the right wing corner. Now into the middle to Schwartz. Schwartz will get to center ice.
Almost too many men, Cam.
Dump it in. Ekholm will clear it out, but that'll be icing.
I thought that hit a skate.
55 seconds left. Faceoff will be to the right of Stuart Skinner. Net empty for Seattle. Timeout called here. All right, Seattle with the timeout. Well, give the Kraken credit. The battle didn't go away even after the empty net goal. Still had some time on the power play. They scored on the power play. They're 2 for 3 with a man advantage. Oilers are 2 for 4.
They're 2 for 3, but Edmonton's got a shorthanded goal, albeit an empty netter, and another one that happened with a second elapsed in an Oilers pen.
Yeah. Should have 2 shorthanded goals in this one.
Right.
All right. Here we go. Face off in the Oilers zone. 55 seconds left in the third. 5-4. Oilers lead the Kraken. Nugent Hopkins with Beniers. The puck goes to the left wing. McCann's got it. McCann hit on the play. Lost it. Ekholm got it. Penalty coming up. Ekholm got tripped up. And going to the box, Jared McCann with 45 seconds left. And Joey Decord will have to go back into the Seattle net. 5-4 Oilers lead with 45 seconds left. Oiler Power Play. It's brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Nugent Hopkins into the face-off circle. Be in there with Matty Beniers. It's to the right of Decord.
We got some guys that normally don't see a lot of PK time in Seattle. If they can somehow gain possession, Decord's going to be coming out.
Back to the left wing point. Nurse went to shoot it. Montour kept it in. Now it was dumped in by Arvidsson. Decord around the boards, but Arvidsson there for Edmonton. Into the left wing corner to Hyman. Will go in behind the net. Pressured, and it comes loose. And it's Tolvanen up the left wing. Decord's gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Flipped into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right corner. 22 seconds left. Nugent Hopkins spins in behind the Edmonton net. To the right wing. Nugent Hopkins off the glass and out to Arvidsson. Trying to shoot it towards the empty net. It's blocked. 10 seconds left. Beniers over to Kako. Who come in over the line. Left wing. Tolvanen is shot. That's wide of the net. Goes to the right corner. Back to the point. A shot. Blocker save made by Skinner. And the Edmonton Oilers will hang on. It's a 5-4 win over the Seattle Kraken here at Rogers Place.
Oh, great team win for Edmonton. Led by who else? Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Even hockey game. And Oilers ultimately find a way to get it done, Cam.
Yeah. A lot of positive for Edmonton against. He had a lot of jump that whole line.
Yeah, I thought that line was excellent. No question about it.
With Janmark and Brown, Ryan Nugent Hopkins. That's his 4th career hat trick. The Edmonton Oilers win this one 5-4 over the Seattle Kraken. And the Oilers have now won 4 of their last 5 and points in 5 of their last 5.
4-0-1 in their last 5. They're playing a little bit better here. They went deep into the resources of the players, got lots of different guys involved, no question about it.
A solid effort from top to bottom for the Edmonton Oilers. We can head downstairs as Brendan Escott standing by with Matthias Ekholm. Guys. All right, Brendan Escott downstairs with Matthias Ekholm. And Edmonton Oilers win this one 5-4 over the Seattle Kraken. Kraken kept battling. They didn't go away, and the Edmonton Oilers had to find a way to get a win. And without Connor McDavid, without Leon Draisaitl, they do it. They get a 5-4 victory.
Well, you know, it'd be
Hopkins with the hat trick.
You know who'd be the happiest guys?
All right. Those two
would be the happiest guys for their teammates tonight. You said it earlier. Skinner, Janmark, and Brown had lots of jump, created several second-chance opportunities in the O-zone. Nugent Hopkins comes through for his 4th career hat trick. And, some secondary scoring. What did Matthias say right at the beginning?